Hey, what's up? Another Facebook Live. We're trying to get things under control here. Something weird about Google Fiber here in downtown Kansas City. Been acting kind of weird today. So my name is Joey Little. I am the social little man. Welcome to Facebook Live. Last time I did something like this, it wasn't very popular. I got kind of called out a couple times. Well, not a couple times, like 2 times. But we're going to talk about Facebook purging today. Yes, the purge, also known as a Facebook apocalypse, which is pretty outstanding. Excuse me. First of all, if you want to delete me off Facebook, if you don't want to be connected with me on Facebook, I'm not going to be butthurt by it. Travis Wright just showed up. By the way, Travis just checked out the NBC studio that you just did at 30 Rock yesterday. Perfect stuff, man. If anybody can take over Jimmy Kimmel's job, it's you. Mabel, what's up? Welcome to The Purge. This is The Purge today. Wasn't that a movie? Yes, it was. Arnold T. Arena joining us. Kimmy Schimmelin here. Facebook purge. Now, the average amount of fans on Facebook, and we're going to round up here, right, is about 500. I mean, be anywhere from 350. If you're younger, it's higher. If you're older, it's lower. But let's just call it 500, right? Welcome. Thanks for saying hello. And on Facebook, so the average is about 500. Travis Wright, thanks, man. It was silly. It was cool, man. If you guys don't know, if you don't know Travis Wright, one of the most amazing digital marketers, got a great book out there. It's actually at home, about halfway through it, but you should check it out. Travis, put a plug in there. Put a link to your book on Amazon or wherever it's at, man, and pick it up. Digital Sense, isn't that what it's called? So here's a Facebook purge. This is what a Facebook purge is going through your friends list and getting rid of people. Excuse me, and getting rid of people. Referring to Facebook Butthurt as a movie, totally misunderstood. Thanks, Mike. People do. They get really kind of butthurt about this, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. People just want to be liked. It's one of the things out there. I think the psychiatrists say, or psychologists, or whatever. I'm just making this up. But I read this. BuzzFeed gives me all kinds of credible, great news, along with Fox News. Is that they say that one of the number one things in humans, especially in Americans, is they want to be accepted and they want to stand. They want people to like them. And so Facebook has really kind of played with everybody's. Hello there. Is it Tati? Tati? That's my Ukrainian friend saying hello from Missouri. People do. They want people to like them. They want people to acknowledge them, right? And they get a little butthurt if they find out if somebody does, disconnect with them on a social media site. So what I do about twice a year, sometimes I'll do it 3 times a year, but about twice a year, what I like to do is I use a desktop. I use either a desktop version or a laptop. Doing it from your phone is tough. I mean, you could try it. It's going to take you about 12 times longer than it would from a desktop, and I got all this done probably in about 25 minutes today. It is part of my job. Using social media to network with people, car dealers, etc., etc. Arnold's wife unfriended him 2 days ago, so it is part of my job. When you get at home, it's very simple. Just sit on the couch if you're lost in a movie that you've seen 30 times. And what I've done, and what I start with first, and today was pretty cool, is first of all, let me give you the reasons why. Before I start giving you a couple tips about how you can purge your Facebook, make it a little bit simpler. 2 big reasons. One, if you think about Facebook. Facebook is a user-generated content website, meaning that Facebook doesn't do squat. They don't do anything. All the content, all the things that are going on there are coming from people like you and like me. And if you're watching this video right now, it's content. So it's a user-generated content website, which is what all social media websites are. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, etc., etc. It's when the people are putting content out for other people to enjoy. Sites like BuzzFeed, news sites, Reuters, those are not user-generated content sites. Those are website or the company that's doing the website. Well, The Purge hurt my clout score, asking for a friend. Hey, Joey, how you liking the new office? It's good here. I'm on the marketing executive floor, and it can get kind of loud here with the ladies out front. There's a lot of talking goes on out there, so the door stays shut most of the time so I can get work done. But it is awesome. But so it's a user-generated site. And people are constantly putting content onto Facebook. Let's just talk about Facebook right now. I mean, constantly. Now, think about the fact that I don't know what the new number is, but back in 2011, with a couple 100 million people that were on Facebook, that's a lot of people, but it wasn't too much, right? And content, if you were friends with somebody on Facebook, or if you followed a business or a page on Facebook, there was a pretty good high percentage chance that you were going to see that goes through your newsfeed at the time, right? It was just that way. Think of Facebook's newsfeed as a highway, right? A highway, about 6 lanes long. If you're from Kansas City, think of I-35 and going right through the heart of Kansas City. Hey, Mandy, thanks for joining. Going right through the middle of, and glad you could catch me live today. Right through the middle of Kansas City. And say it's six lanes wide. So in 2011, it was pretty busy. There was a lot of traffic on there. All the traffic, all the cars being content, right? Coming from businesses, also coming from personal accounts. And there wasn't really a hardcore algorithm that was keeping stuff out of your newsfeed. Similar to Tinder. Everybody wants to be validated. Absolutely, Brad. So then speed up to 2014, right? Mike's getting ahead of me. He says now it's a one-way street with a bunch of right turns. 2014, we've just gone from a couple 100 million. I am not on Tinder, Joey, or Savannah, but thank you. Were you going to swipe right or swipe left on me? I got to know. So think of 2014, where more and more millions and millions of people, and I think they hit 1 billion at the time or whatever it was. Now that highway is getting packed full of people, right? And so you got to start making algorithms that's going to make it easier for people that are going to get stuff through their news feeds. So what Mark Zuckerberg came out and said in the State of the Facebook address, I believe it was at the end of 2015, 2014, he said that Facebook was built for the user and not for the businesses, right? If you want to be a business, you're going to have to do a little bit of a pay and play, right? You're going to have to boost your posts, you're going to have to run some ads, things like that if you want people to see it. Because what he basically did is he made all the on-ramps coming onto that big highway of content only available for personal users, not your pages. Your pages could still get on that highway. The problem is you had to pay a toll. And so then 2016, now 2017, even more people are jam-packed in that space. So what has happened is that you are only going to get a percentage of the people that you're connected to. Does that make sense? So social media built the same technology as slot machines. Small wins lock you in, hence the phone addiction, which businesses buy ads, piece of user mind control. So what happens is the validation kind of kicks in. People are friends with people on Facebook. If you are one of those people that has over 500 friends on Facebook, it is tough to keep that. And the problem is, there's a great quote here that I looked up on this website, 5 reasons why you should start deleting your Facebook friends. The quote was, I lost it. If you're one of the 15% of users who have more than 500 friends, you could be jeopardizing your nearest and dearest relationships for ultimately unimportant online kudos. So just like Tinder, what Savannah brought up was, I put an article out a few weeks ago about how Tinder wasn't, the majority of the users that are using Tinder were not really using it to try to meet the opposite sex or the same sex. They were using it for validation. And it's also coming with the reports that are coming back from Facebook about you putting a post online and getting 35 likes on it. The majority of those likes, if it's an article, right, or if it's a video, they did not watch your video. They did not read your article. They are just validating you. They're letting you know, hey, I saw your stuff go through my news feed, and I'm going to validate so you know that I'm here, that I could see it, and I'm going to make you feel good, right? I'm going to make you feel good by giving you a like. I'm going to make you feel good by giving you a comment, right? So Facebook famous is passe. I think it can be. I think it can be. So why the purge? The purge is, I didn't delete anybody that I hated. I didn't delete anybody that annoyed me. I definitely swipe right if that's saying I like you. Ha ha ha. No, I mean, you can't follow it up with a laughing, Savannah, then I take it all away. Then I don't think you mean it. No, I'm good. So why the purge? And what did I do for my purge today? So first of all, I needed to knock it down. It was about 2,600 people that I'm following or with on Facebook. And if you guys know anything about the Dunbar effect, or what's it called? The Dunbar, let me look it up here. The Dunbar rule. So the Dunbar rule, we talked about this before, is that, thanks Savannah. The Dunbar rule is that your brain can only handle about 100 to 150 real life relationships at one time. If someone has reached the 5,000 friend limit on Facebook, what do you figure the chances are they actually know or interact with more than a couple hundred of them? Absolutely, Earl. I think that's it. They don't get to see a lot of them. It's tough there. Wait, I can't comment anymore. Is this a live purge? Yeah, if your screen goes black, I'm sorry, you've been selected. So So I needed to, and I've got a lot of acquaintances out there, and I've made the mistake of reaching out and connecting with somebody on Facebook, and then later on, a year later, 6 months later, whatever it is, like never had a conversation with them. Maybe the first time, like reached out and said, hey, thanks for, connecting with me. Thanks for accepting my friend request. I haven't seen you in years, whatever it is. And then I'm guilty later on, 6 months later, like I don't have any. And so what that does is I'm taking one person's content off of my major highway system, and I'm going to clear it up just a little bit. And that is a main reason, because I network with not only people in my personal life, I network with the business side of things. Well, that answers that. 150 good relationships about the upper limit. Interesting. I heard that before. Probably wouldn't have been near my guess. Yeah, Early, you should check it out. It's called the Dunbar Number. Dunbar. Dunbar's number. He was an anthropologist at Oxford University. It's really, really interesting talking about relationships you have. All right, so should we get into tips of how you could do a purge and make it really easy? First of all, I hate to say this, but you have to take the things. Who are you, Arnold? You have to take the stories that you're telling yourself in your head, and you got to get rid of it. You got to. If you're worried about making somebody upset or cry, I've got a bet right now to how many out of the 500 people that I deleted on Facebook or unfriended on Facebook, how many are going to reach out to me mad about it or say something to me. I don't know. I think it's going to be less than 3. It'll be absolutely less than 3. I'll get like one message going, what did I do? What happened? Yeah, cool. Or I'll help you find it. So here we go. How do you start the Facebook purge? It's all about deleting. Number 1, sorry, you got to get some. You got to get hard. You got to get cold-hearted. You got to take that heart and you got to take it out and put it in a box real quick. Number 2, first things first. You just go to Facebook. I would suggest you use a laptop or use a desktop system. If you don't have one of those, it's going to be a lot tougher for you. So I'm going to speak to you that have the laptop. I go to my friends list and I start just with the all friends. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then I start deleting first everybody that does not have a profile picture. If they do not, if you know that little silhouette that Facebook gives you if you don't use a profile picture, I get rid of all of those. Those are going to be made up of either people that their Facebook just went kind of dead for a long time, whether they just decided never to log in again, whether unfortunately if they passed away, et cetera, et cetera. Those are the ones I start with. It's also a lot of people that maybe were using Facebook in a bad way in their relationship and got caught and they're never allowed to log back in again. Those are the ones I get rid of first. And I probably today, out of 2,600 people that I was connected with, I will tell you that I probably had 200 that just had no profile picture that were just there. Brad says, Mike, and the ones that you do you reconnect? Even if it's one-sided, maybe you make the impact on them, right? Yeah, so if they reach out and say, hey, Joey, thanks, Mike, that's a great question. Hey, Joey, I really enjoyed, and what I'll say is like, hey, I apologize. The only reason that I disconnected with you on Facebook was because I don't talk to you. We don't interact. Maybe you're looking at my stuff through my newsfeed. Maybe I'm doing the exact same thing and I'm not interacting with you because I don't want to give people likes and comments just to gratify them, right? Is what Facebook is all coming down to do, is gratifying other people, right? Whether you're trying to do it just to make somebody feel good, make yourself feel good, whether you're thirsty and you're trying to hook up, right? You're trying to get somebody's attention, whatever it is. This happens to married women all the time. So dudes know that they can't holler at a married woman. They can't really send a message. They do, but I'm talking about the little less creepier ones. They do, but they will like the heck out of posts. They will comment on every post. They will share. That's the kind of stuff you know. Facebook, again, the opposite of Twitter, that it just eats friends. A few weeks later, it's like, I haven't seen X lookup page. Damn it, Larry, you ate my friend. That's exactly right, Kelly. So people do disappear from your newsfeed on Facebook because you have not interacted with them for a while. I'm trying to get back and read some of these comments here. Arnold keeps clogging it up with his wife deleting him on Facebook. Round by round, draft style for sure. That's not bad. So number 1 is I go through and I get rid. Sorry, the shakiness. I go through and I get rid of anybody that does not have a profile picture. That is a simple, really simple thing, and that's going to be your easiest thing because those people probably are not going to reach out and say something to you. Number two, and this, oh, God, I hate to repeat, this is the part that gets controversial, right? And maybe you guys can help me spit this out a little, because I really kind of pissed off a lot of people when I said this 4 months ago, when I talked about the purge. Maybe I'm not phrasing it right, but let's see here. You ready? If somebody doesn't bring value to me, I use the rule, if I haven't spoken to you in a year, you're gone. If somebody doesn't bring value to me, meaning that family member, coworker, a customer, a friend, but bringing value means that they keep it up on their end as well. Do it on birthdays. I was going to hit that one up too at the end, or no. Is somebody brings value to me. Unless I'm just a huge fan. Like, for instance, I have a friend on Facebook. His name's Bill Moss. He was my absolute favorite Kansas City Chiefs player when I was in high school. We have the fortunate opportunity now to be friends in real life. And Bill's always going to be the superhero to me, but Bill never likes my stuff or comments on my stuff or sends me messages through Facebook. He just either will text me or call me. But I'm not going to delete Bill. What's it say? Mike says, add value in any relationship. Boom. Yeah. That's because I'm smart. All right. Your Facebook is my LinkedIn. That's true, Josh. That's good too. So the next is value. If there's no value, I mean, what do they say in real life? And if you want to put this in, and somebody got really, really butthurt when I said that I delete people on Facebook if they bring no value to my life, right? Why would you? Well, think about it in the real world. In the real world, if you have people that are in your circle or in your 150 Dunbar number rule, and they bring no value to your life and you bring no value to their life, then why in the hell are you friends? I see the same thing as online. The absolute same thing as online. By the way, I appreciate everybody watching this today. So, people I don't talk to, people that I maybe worked with 20 years ago in a whole different industry, I cut them. I got rid of them. And it makes it easier because now my feed, I'd love to cut another 500, but it was tough to cut these 5. Well, it was more like 3 because 200 didn't have, but I need to really, and this is where the heartstrings get in there, right? You don't want to make anybody upset. You don't want to piss anybody off. You don't want to, some people don't care. They'll do it anyway, but I get a little sensitivity in there, and I don't. I'm going to look right now at my screen. There's Yago, auto industry, Danny Benitez. Who could ever delete Danny Benitez? He's going to be there forever. This Cody Jerry, Aisha, who just started here at Auto Alert, who worked at Vin Solutions. Chris Davis is on the sales team here. I mean, I'm looking at this front page. Eric Gordon, there's my cousin. I can't delete any of those people. So randomly just going through. So my first thing is to just get rid of it. And the thing is if there's no value and you're not bringing value to them, then get rid of them. Now, if you're just going to use your Facebook feed as somebody who's going to be selling these MLM products, you're just blasting out there moderate content you want to see. It's not your responsibility to ensure everyone can do this. It's also your prerogative to consumers what's important to you. You don't have to, if you're just going to blast it out there, don't be surprised if they get rid of you. You can delete me now, Arnold's what Brent says. Okay, I'm on this now. Is there a way to sort by profile picture? No, I'm still looking for a back-end way to figure out how. What you can do is, I moved to Kansas City 7 years ago. And I can click on, in my friends, my hometown. And I don't go back to my hometown, which is only about 75 miles to the west of here. I don't go back that often. And it's been less and less and less and less. So that's probably an area in my friends list that I can get rid of. And I did. I purged a lot out of my hometown. Probably 75 people. So that's how I do it. That's why the Facebook purge is good for you. That's why it's good to keep it cleaned up. Is so you can start seeing content that is relevant to you, that is for you, not necessarily for you, but the content you want to see. People can still follow you if they aren't your friend. That's true. That's absolutely true. And so I think today for the Facebook Live, I think I'm gonna stop today. Purging is over. Sound the horn. The purging is over, and we'll hit it up again here maybe in a week or two. So down to 2,080 from 28. Oh man, I deleted more than 500. I deleted like 800 people. 800 people. So Brad says, final one on here. Bigger problem is you have the bigger number of friends means you have to commit more time to stay on top of everyone's news. Doesn't work with my schedule. So Brad, if you want to use that, if you have more friends, you can do. This is, my last tip. Oh my God, don't go away. This is my last tip. You made the cut, Julie. Good job. Here's my last tip. Mandy, if you're still there, you got to give me a thumbs up because this is the last tip. This is the easy way to do it. It's the easiest way to concentrate on how you can do a Facebook purge, right? Because you may get a little lost and you're like going through your 300 to 1,000. Yeah, there's one more, Mike. What I did today is I created a new list on Facebook. So I went into my total friends list and I created a new friends list. Not a new friends list, but a new list that I could put friends in. And what I have to do, so this one was, what did I put in there? Oh, women in automotive. So I have a list in my friends list of women in automotive. So that made me have to go through every single one of my friends, through my friends list on the laptop, to put the Bobby Herons, to put the Subi Ghosh, to put the Amy Banners into that list. I had to go through each one of them. So that also gave me the opportunity to go ahead and delete who I needed to delete by creating a list at the same time. And we talked about friends lists in the past. So that's a great way to, I just open up a tab on my laptop and I keep just the friends list there. And if I need to check Facebook, I open a different tab and I go to Facebook. So create a new list. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Create a new list. It'll get you so you have to go through every single one of your friends. So thanks a lot for joining me on the Facebook Live today. If you did get purged, sorry, not sorry. I mean, seriously, I'm a 42-year-old bearded fat guy, like not that popular on Facebook when it comes to that kind of stuff. So don't get butthurt too much, right? Have a great day, all right? Glad you can learn a lot today, Mandy. Have a great day and keep smiling, all right?